Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Oh yeah, it's that time of the year again. NBA free agency. We're gonna get into it. Cover about 6 guys today because it's too big for one video. Way too big for one video. We're gonna start off with Tyreke Evans. Interesting player, guard forward type of player, wing player, pretty good scorer, okay defender, decent shooter. He's been rumored to a few teams, but I'm gonna list him in order that I think he's gonna end up at. Grizzlies will be number 3. Stay with them. I don't see that happening. Number 2, I'll say, is the Celtics. I think it'll be an interesting spot for him. They were linked to him during the trade deadline. Nothing ever didn't go through. They didn't pull the trigger on it. So he ended up staying in Memphis. Excuse me. But I think he's going to end up with the Indiana Pacers. I think their play style, they obviously have a spot for him. They're not bringing back Lance Stevenson, so I think the ideal fit for Tyreke Evans would be the Indiana Pacers. Give them another scorer to go to pair there with Oladipo, and I think that's where Tyreke Evans will end up at. The next guy we're going to go with is, I don't know if people even care about this guy anymore. It's sad to say. He had such a bad year last year due to injuries and other things off the court, and that's Isaiah Thomas. He's been linked to the Spurs, but I don't think his play style fits with the way they run their offense, so I don't see that happening. Also, the Knicks, Porzingis is going to be out for a while, so maybe he could go there and showcase his talents in New York City at the Garden. That'd be great for him. I guess I could see that happening, but I'm going to go with the Chicago Bulls. I think, they can bring him in. They play a real up-tempo offense, shoot a lot of threes. I think he'll fit in there. So I'll say Chicago. I think wherever he goes, I think it's going to be a 1-year deal. I don't see anybody giving him a max contract or multi-year. Maybe you get a 2-year deal with a team option for the second. So, but I think Chicago will be my pick for Isaiah Thomas. Then we got Jabari Parker. This kid's got talent, but he's been hampered by injuries since he's been in the league. 6'8" forward, can shoot the ball, handle the ball, rebound. Very talented. The Kings are interested in him. I don't see him going there. The Rockets, I guess as a fallback if they can't get some of the bigger free agent at small forward. But I think he'll end up with the Milwaukee Bucks. I think Coach Budenholzer, being the new coach there, I think the system he's going to bring, I think it's going to benefit Jabari and Giannis. So I see him staying there with Milwaukee and working out a contract deal with them. Next, we're going to go with Julius Randle. Had a huge second half of the season for the Lakers. Talented forward, man. I just feel like, I don't know, the Lakers don't play him. I mean, he's been inconsistent, a little bit, but I think he's very talented. Can do a lot on both ends of the floor. I think the New Jersey Nets is a team that's been interested in him. I guess he could go there, but I don't like that fit for him. He could stay in LA if they can't bring in any the big name free agents. But I don't see that happening like on a multi-year deal, because then that ties up money. So I don't see him staying in LA. I think I like the Mavericks as a team, a younger team. They still have obviously Dirk, but they got a lot of young players. Harrison Barnes on the team. I think Randall would fit in. They'll be able to be a really mobile team with him at the 4. So yeah, Julius Randle, I think I'm gonna go with the Mavericks. I think he'll end up with Dallas. Aaron Gordon, high flyer. Bring the house down. done develop a 3-ball. Seemed like everybody done developed a 3-ball. It's weird because a lot of similar teams are interested in him. You know, you got the Kings. Once again, I don't really see him going there. You got the Mavericks. He definitely could end up with the Mavericks. Similar fit to Julius Randle. I think he could go there and, you know, fit right in with their play style. Slide him into that, you know, power forward spot. Could be a big addition for him. But I'm going to say he's going to stay with the Orlando Magic. I think, you know, obviously they can give him the most money. So I think he'll stay with Orlando. And I'll be back there playing for the Magic next season. Now, the last guy we're going to do is a guy that was talked about a lot during the during the trade deadline last year, and that's DeAndre Jordan. This guy's interesting, man. It's like he protects the rim, he rebounds like crazy, could help a lot of contenders. He's been linked to, you know, obviously the Clippers just made a trade for Gortat from the Wizards, sending Austin Rivers over there to Washington. So I think they've kind of moved on from DeAndre. I think they expect him to opt out. I think if he does opt in for that final year, I think they're going to trade him. So I'm going to say he won't stay with the Clippers. If he opts out, you know, there's been linked rumors to the Timberwolves. I don't see that happening. I mean, they got Towns over there. I guess they could pick DeAndre at the 5 and move Towns to power forward. So I guess that's a possibility in the trade if they want to go out and get DeAndre. I'm going to say the Mavericks, though. I think he'll end up with Dallas. I know I probably got a lot of players going to the Mavericks, but if they can bring in DeAndre Jordan, put him at center, and then you got either Gordon or Julius Randle at the 4, that's a very good front line. So, I think I'm going to go with, the Mavericks. You know, it's weird because they had DeAndre Jordan signed to a deal or an agreement, and then he kind of flip-flopped and hid in the room and all this other crazy stuff a few years back with Cuban and Doc Rivers and Chris Paul. So it's weird now that he's probably going to end up playing for the Mavericks anyway. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But we're going to stop there because this free agency is too big for one video. We got the heavy hitters coming up. Y'all know it. Yeah. PG, Durant, LeBron, Cousins. But we're going to get into that tomorrow. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment. See y'all tomorrow.